All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Brooklyn Beats. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ready. 50, Mike's 50. Good. Watch the twist. Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
See him. On. Getting that home.
2nd and 10.
Check.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Check 50. Check.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. I'm not ready. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, McFarland. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
We play to win. Let's go. Ready.
Mike 45. Coming to you, coming to you. Ringo, to the right.
And they give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. Say. Mike's 47.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. I got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Looking to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
66. Bullet high. Kill. Back. Hot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right, T, let's go. Delta. Hey. 50. 50's a Mike. Here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's.
Here's 2nd and 8. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. 51's the Mike.
I'm coming.
Seam 6. Let's go.
On 1st down, McFarland. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch Touchy and spell. Twist. Wide. Get wide. Hey. Ready.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. I got it.
Check 31. Check 31.
Kill, kill, kill.
Rotate. Spell. Set. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback.
I'm all over you.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hold up. 45's the mic. So we got man.
Shit! Watch the shit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Beats 3. Vikings
Good
number.
work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on, base.
Check back 47.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. It's free. It's free. Come.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Check 43. Check. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check. Fresno. Go.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so. They end up losing the down as well.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good job.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring it.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On the set. 951. Come on, D. H3218. Chopper. Shoot. Echo.
Right here, guys. guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Ready, go!
Now back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. The 20, 10, touchdown. Michael Thomas, 69 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's tight right here. He's tight. Let it go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. From 60 out low.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Reset, reset, reset.
47
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Know your job. Motion, motion, motion.
Now they try the right side here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go, 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 go.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check, check, 47. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 61. Max box. Mike. Mike's 47. Mike's 48. You ain't doing nothing.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He wasn't ready. On the double. I'm trying to collect. Strong left, strong left. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check. Crunch. 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 Go, go. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Not here. Check three. Oh.
Second and 13. His throw incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check safety, check safety. 81. Check. Alert three.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Check, ball, try. Check, 45's the mic. Bring it. Bring it. What's right? What?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep for Diggs. Got his man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go right here now. Check,
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Come on now, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Jim. Hudson.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
I got you, boy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Stay focused, come on.
I got you. At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Weapon. Watch the curls. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. What happened?
They're going to look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
36, 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Get in the weight room. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
So that'll back him up 5.
On the set. 45, check Mike 45. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Bravo.
45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch him. Watch the screen.
Watch the edge.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
The second down pass. Complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All day, every day. Okay? Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. What?
Big Ed, Big Ed.
Switch, switch. No, go back, go back. We got motion, we got motion. Back up, back up. Go to right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
I got him, I got him. No, 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 off. Hey, dog. Check 24, set, go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Tom. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. Like 50. All day. All day. Go. Hey, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Bryant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think
Quick the edge. Come.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the backer. Yo.
45. Mike, 45.
Army.
They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Don't be scared of it.
45's the mic.
Here we go.
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 26, check 26. Hayward. 45, 45.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Kill, turn up.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll drop the throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. They'll look to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. And he'll find Hall. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Leo, rush in, rush in, rush in.
Squeeze, get in there.
Under crunch, ready, go. Check three.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Chiefs 31. Vikings
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Vikings take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Check 99, check 99. Topper. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Shut up. Stop your body.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
61, match box, right. Hey, motion. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Right here.
Go. Check, 45. Check.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Okay, break.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready. On first down, Murray. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Got it. Check right.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Rip right. Rip right.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Set, ready. 6 yards. 47.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Second and 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 74 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.